I do want to talk about apathy for a second to conclude, because one of the things that happens with apathy is it actually hinders your child's emotional development and ability to hit milestones, because it starts putting limited beliefs into them. It starts putting the feelings of lacking self-worth, like they don't feel like that they're worth. They feel like they're constantly shut down. Let me give you an example. I was on the bus, and this little girl, the bus driver hit the brakes hard, and she went forward and hit the pole that was right in front of her, and the mom immediately, she goes bonk. And you know, when you get hit, there's a moment where anytime you get injured, there's a moment where there's nothing. You're like, okay, and then it starts coming, and so she started crying, and the mom immediately was like, nope, stop crying. And like I mentioned earlier in my piece, from a 10,000 day perspective, she's thinking, and I can just imagine, I'm empathetic to the fact that she's on the bus already, so odds are she doesn't have a way to get to the emergency room. She's thinking, you're not hurt, you can't be hurt, mom doesn't have, the ability to get you to the hospital, so you've got to be fine, stop crying. Stop crying means you're not hurt. But what comes out though is stop crying, but to the child it's like, but this hurts, how am I? So now she's having to pretend that she's not hurt to try to obey her parent. Her parent just told her to stop crying. So just imagine what we do when we say that to our children. It's so apathetic, like not giving them a moment to be able to have that moment of, they have to have, she cannot stop the pain from happening. And if pain is inducing crying, then that's what it is. So let me just tell you what I would do in that situation instead. So instead of being apathetic and saying stop crying, you're fine, which is what you want from your 10,000 days. But for her, she looked like she was maybe about 5. So for her 1,500 to 1,700 days, she's feeling pain. So what I would do in that situation is, again, you're always going to get that from me. You can do it whatever way you want, but this works 100%. Just giving some type of a contort. I want to see how hurt you are. So it's like, that you just hit your head? Again, pointing out exactly what happened. So easy. You don't have to make anything up. It's like, did you just hit your head? And then sometimes just doing that will make them, yeah, I did. Oh, it hurts a little bit. And you'd be surprised that this is where that independence of giving empathy, they can be independently, oh yeah, I'm okay. Or it's like, yes, it hurts, oh my gosh. And then I will exaggerate what I feel like. I will mirror what they're giving me. Oh my gosh, do we have to take you to the hospital? Do we have to cut off your head? What's going on? What? And then they kind of look at me. But see, it brings them out of that high octane and back into their intellectual mind, where they can look at me and go, are you crazy? No, I don't need to have my head cut off. I'm like, oh, phew, okay. So, and then, but if they keep, where does it hurt? Here, now compassion. So we go from empathy, we step into compassion. Compassion is that desire to want to help somebody get through whatever it is that they're going through. So that's where you then move from the modeling of empathy, like, you hit your head? Oh, that does hurt. Oh, I bet it does. Oh my gosh, your eyes are leaking. Say that a lot. Your eyes are leaking. And then they go, and I'm like, yeah, I don't use the word cry. I'm like, your eyes are leaking. Anyway, and then it's a matter of, if it really is, tell me where it hurts. I will put my hand on that thing, and I'll actually push really quick, to be honest, to see how hurt they are. Okay, and if I'm like, right here or right here, which one? And every time I touch a certain spot, they say ow, but they're not saying ow. So it's like this. Wait, which one? Ow. Which one? Ow. Which one? Ow. Now you know exactly where it hurts. Okay? I mean, and then you can assess. That's the difference between apathy and empathy.